All right. So I told Kiana she was going live tonight, whether or not she wanted to. And at first, I said, look, I said, you want to go on camera and show everybody? Because it's usually the other dogs that are on the live, right? So I said to her, come on, let's go so everybody can see what you really look like. She laid down. So she decided, this is how she's going to entertain you. So I was asked to talk about the difference between my males and my females. As you can see, this girl is as big as any male. So, you know, Antonio Fracassi said to me many years ago, the higher quality the dog, the harder they are to breed. That has been the most profound thing. It's absolutely true. The higher the quality of the dog, the harder they are to breed. Now that being said, if you look at her, she's huge. If you looked at Patton, she looks just like Patton did. She's being lazy right now. But here's the thing. You want to talk scientifically. So my theory scientifically is that, yes, the higher the quality the Mastiff, the harder they are to breed. I am not a puppy mill. We are not a puppy mill. I have 4 big females. I haven't had a litter in over 2 years. So now Gage is gone. Patton is now gone. Bruno is all that I have. So we're going to give it a shot in November. But I can tell you that in answer to the question, sorry I almost got sidetracked, is the difference between the males and the females. I can't tell you size because my females, my Del Fracasso females, are as big as my males. So you have to ask yourself why. Here's my theory. Lily and Kiana are now, of course, Rain will fill out. So over 3, Rain is going to thicken up like her daddy, okay? But Lily and Kiana are built the same. And you ask yourself, what are the differences between the males and the females? Well, temperament, unparalleled. The temperament of my dogs are so kid-proof. They wouldn't take a step out of turn to save their life. And that is the absolute truth. And so my opinion is why my females are as big as my males is they have a masculine build. And I think, I could be wrong, but I've been doing this over 30 years between horses and dogs. My theory is there must be some testosterone in there. So we know progesterone is, testosterone, of course, is, I'm getting messages, sorry. Testosterone is what men need. Progesterone is what women need. And so I think the reason my females are as big as my males, I hope those messages don't show up on the screen, is because they're masculine looking. So I think you have to ask yourself, you know, and again, my theory is the best bloodlines in the world are not going to have the that ultimate look that you want. People come to us here at Bella Vista English Mastiffs because our dogs look very different. The temperament is very different. Our dogs have an absolute 1,000% kid-proof temperament. One of my pups is, you know, I have pups in many different homes. Some of my pups go into homes with autistic children. One of my pups went into a home of a child with an inoperable brain tumor. I have pups in that are personal support dogs in clinics, mental health clinics. So one thing I absolutely love about my lines, these lines here, are that they have an unparalleled kid-proof temperament. So, but I do agree, my females are as big as my males, and I think, you know, that masculine look, I get people that call me and say, should I get a male or should I get a female? I want the biggest body, the biggest head, the biggest paws. Well, as you can see, my girls are as big as my boys. So then you have to ask yourself what type of personality you want. So I'm not one of them breeders that say, I'm going to pick your puppy for you and then match you up with the perfect puppy that matches your personality. My job is to breed the best Mastiff that you ever had. We double down on the genetic testing. Beyond me is Del Fracasso in Italy. They got generations of genetic testing. So nothing skips a generation. Now, we breed for genetics, body type, and temperament. The dog's personality is what you make him. We go first, second, third, fourth in line. Right now, I have first pick brindle sold. I know there's first pick fawn. I have to look at my list, but my clients are coming back from last time, a lot of them. So, personality-wise, that's what you put into your puppy. We breed for genetics, body type, and temperament. Kid-proof, family-oriented temperament. The personality of your dog is how you raise them. So, you hear our home is very quiet for the most part. Sometimes it's very raucous and there's a lot of noise, but for the most part, our home is very quiet. I think if you're yelling and screaming all the time and yelling at your dogs, they will tend to be nervous. If your home is more where it's, you know, sort of a calm environment, your dogs will be calm. Same thing with children, right? So, again, we double down. We breed for genetics, you know, your health, dog's health. So genetics, temperament, and body type. Our clients come in first, second, third, and fourth. Pick, they know what they're getting. And that's our job, is to make sure you get the healthiest, biggest, awesome pup that we can do for you. And then your job is to raise that pup. And the pup's personality and how he acts is going to depend on you. So we've done our job. We make sure they're socialized, they're completely healthy. We do that wonderful 2-year health guarantee. Most breeders do 1 year. We do that 2-year health guarantee. And, you know, we just do everything we can to meet our clients' needs. And so, Kiana's not cooperating well. She decided she doesn't want to be on camera. But I just wanted to talk about masculine and feminine looks. So, and a Mastiff really doesn't thicken up and fill out till they're about 3. So now, one last thing I'm going to leave you with, because I don't want to make this live too long. The best genetic testing in the world and the best bloodlines are not going to give you a healthy dog 5-6 years down the line, and a pain-free dog if you don't feed them correctly. Very, very important that you feed your Mastiff the way a Mastiff should be fed. That's my opinion. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So if you have any questions, you feel free to contact us here at Bella Vista English Mastiffs in northern Maine. We're going to do things a little bit differently this time around. And we'll be breeding in November. Kiana over there is down for the count. But again, it's our job to have the best quality dogs and to make sure you never produce a pup without the very best parents. Kiana's genetic tested and Bruno's 100% genetic tested, and they're both clear for all things Mastiff related. Absolutely the most important thing. And with us, beyond us is Del Fracasso in Italy. And they, right on the website, you can see all the genetic testing. So that's why we know what we're doing here. We know a thing or two after all these years. But if you have any questions, you can feel free to call us, 207-694-1200. And my opinion is males are a little lazier. Females are a little more interactive with kids. And males will, lay by the fireplace and look good. And females want to be in playing with the kids and the toys. So, just my opinion. But again, the personality of the dog is how you raise them. It's our job to make sure you get the best quality pup that we can give you. You have a great night.